year again, God's willing. So we had to make it grand and we had to make it big. It had to be defined. It had to be aligning. And so we are so honored that we have the awesome Linda Andrew. She is our guest, one before the last in this year. She speaks. Well, guess what? We definitely got to take um, a word from our partners because they have been with us and they understand the vision. They have not said no, and they've been with us, back in this wonderful initiative, which just turned out to be a wonderful initiative, creating a platform where we can highlight, the brilliance of women amongst us. And, it's just a beautiful thing. There's so many of them. There's so many of us, brilliant women. And you know what? We need to let them know that I see you, and not just that. When you highlight them as here I see you, and we show what it is that they're doing, why we needed to tap into their energy, then somebody else that's listening or looking can see, okay, I'm inspired. And that was the whole idea. And you are partners of Come On Board. Well, you know how to give my long speech next week, but you know what? I can start now. And you have been with us because you realize and recognize and support the vision as well. And we appreciate you. We will take a word from our partners, and when we come back, we are going to definitely jump right into the conversation with our guests. Okay, wonderful. Well, welcome to our She Speaks for today. Of course, those of you who are jumped on the live with us, we appreciate you. There's the live at YouTube at RCI, St. Lucia, and there is also the live via our Facebook at the official page of Radio Caribbean International. You can head on over there as well. Those of you who are on the move and you've downloaded the app and you're listening to us on the go, those of you on the website, those of you on the frequency, we are very happy that you're choosing to join us. Please, those of you who are on the live, you can share it. Share the live for us this morning, and we appreciate that. We've got the amazing Linda. Linda Andrew is in the house, y'all.
Making me feel like royalty.
You are royalty. Let me tell you,
No.
I discovered you, and trust me, in my eyes, you are certainly royalty. Let me tell you, I'm not sure how much of we can dissect in that half hour, but we're gonna try as much as possible. Linda, welcome.
Thank you very much for
It's an
having me.
honor to have you. Okay, let me
It
put
was
this
love
down.
at first sight.
I know, right? I absolutely appreciated it, and I thought it was divine because I say, how this woman been here all these years and I never met you. But I had to meet her at the right time, and everything had to align. Now, Linda, normally we want a little backdrop. We want to know a little bit about Linda because, from my little limited knowledge, I know that you've been born. You've been
Yes.
here for quite some years, Lucia, now, just like me. Grenada born by Lucia now. There's both of me.
Yes, I'm definitely a solution on the inside. I might not look
Absolutely.
it,
So I
but
want to I want to know a little bit about yourself. Just briefly tell us about being born in Sweden. What was it like?
yeah. So yeah, I was born in Sweden, born and raised. When I was 22, I decided to move away. I went, well, I did a degree in nursing back home. It was specializing in emergency treatment, so I thought I would work in a ICU or I was into all that. Finishing that, I realized very much hack into it. It was not for me. So a little confusion kicked in. I was, I need to travel. I need to find myself and find out what I want to do. And yeah, said and done. I ended up in London, and this is how things happen. So I obviously have a graphic design company now as well. But how that happened, the interest for that was I was working in a car showroom,
Ooh.
and I was an office admin. I got to do one of my tasks was to do the weekly little car ads in London Times.
Oh,
So I had to put a little picture of a car together with a little text, and I used to overdo it completely. You know, say, excuse me, it's only a black and white ad. I had colors. I had but that's how my interest for graphic design started. So with that said, I ended up going on vacation to New York and to see my friend, and I love the vibe of the city. And I said, you know what, this is where I'm going to try to get into graphic design. So I did my degree in New York. I was there for 4 years now. Ended up getting my first job in a publishing company in Miami when I graduated. Fell in love with a partner there. Of course, always a man that brings you
oh
places.
yeah.
Um, so we got a chance to get transferred to St. Lucia with his job because he was in hotel management, and we said, why not? So we came to St. Lucia, and he actually did not like it at all. And that's probably why we're not together anymore.
Oh.
So he came back, and I decided I want to stay. And I found May Wayne at our publishing company. We got involved. I got involved in the creative side of She Caribbean and Tropical Travel, working with her. It was a ball. I mean, we used to travel the islands to fashion shows, and we had a really good time.
Right.
I learned a lot there, about publishing. They have a printer in there too, and normally outsource these things. So it was such a great learning experience. Oh God, yeah, we need more time.
I know.
But obviously, growing up in Sweden, I'm really into natural stuff.
Mhm.
We love outdoor living and natural products, and everything is kind of, natural.
Right.
So having children now, realizing how much stuff gets into all these mass manufactured products, things you think is natural for children. I mean, it has tons of bad things in there. I mean, it's a list. You don't need like 30 products, 30 ingredients in a product when you can have 5. So that's how that started, the interest for natural products. We're going to get to the company part of
We're
it.
gonna
But
get to the
that's how
company
I ended
part
up
of it.
here.
But I mean, we're gonna spend some time on that because that's what really piqued my interest.
Yeah.
But, the graphic design and stuff. I mean, they're going to be enhancing moving forward. I'm sure. But I am really, really excited about the company side of things. But what was the transition? I mean, I wanted to know a little bit more personally. Being on the island here, did it get any difficult at some point? You're from Sweden. Is it quite different from Sweden to St.
Oh,
Lucia?
yes. It's very, very different.
Was there any like moments where you felt you didn't belong? Have you had this sort of
Yeah, I mean, I must say, to start off, I find St. Lucia has been extremely kind to me.
oh, they don't have a choice. You
No, I mean,
can't say no to you, Linda. Linda, you are a personality. You know what I'm saying?
no, but I run into a lot of people here that has been really helpful and supportive, and I didn't get any bad vibes at all. But the culture is definitely very different. I mean, I realized very early, like the pace of how things move sometimes, get things done, timekeeping. Sometimes it turns out to be reliable. Like you say you're going to do something, you do it. I mean, this is what I live by.
Right.
So especially timekeeping.
Yeah.
I mean, I have been struggling with that.
We lay back. We just
Yeah.
next to the people, we're
But-
the Caribbean man.
Yeah, but it's also the charm of things.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, to be honest, I think it's been very smooth sailing, and I always feel like I belong here.
There
Even
was
be-
never a moment when you thought maybe I should go back to Sweden.
sometimes,
Hmm.
it's small.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's hard to get things done here. I find there's a lot of steps, and paperwork takes a long time, and everything takes time.
Right.
But in terms of, it always gets done though. That's the thing. So you just have to kind of go with the flow. But if you're gonna stress about the pace of things sometimes, then you might as well go somewhere else.
Oh,
I find. So you need to kind of go with it.
right. What do you think is that driving force that you have to stick to things? You're quite a go-getter. Um, what do you think that came from? Was it mom? Was it dad? Where you got this from? Or that's just something the Most High Divine drop on you?
No,
Like, was it?
I think maybe from my dad, to be honest. He was a little entrepreneur, and he was always kind of, for him, it was more important that you do something you have passion for in life. It doesn't have to be what they wanted. Like long as
Oh,
you love what you're doing, support is there.
wow.
Because I think we tend to push our kids into doing what we want them to do, but in life, you're going to work for many years. You better make sure you have a passion for what you're doing. So he was always like that, and always like, I said, Dad, I have an idea. You know, I want to go to this place. I want to kind of see where
Oh,
life takes me. He was like, "You go, girl. You know, worst thing that can happen, you come home.
ah,
That's the worst thing that can happen.
okay.
Everything else will work out. So
Wow.
go and see what's out there." So
Explore it.
that was the support always,
Oh,
and I
this is
think
so
that
nice.
helped me to be a little bit brave.
Yes.
You know,
There is a lot of people there. You know what we'll do? We'll take from the partners and we're going to talk about the companies where we are. We fast forward to now and a
we're
lot
gonna
has
have to
happened.
fast forward.
We're going to have to fast forward to now and a lot is happening. So let's take a word from our courts and the First National Bank. My God, you know the conversation behind the scenes is normally more to up there, but you that's for another show.
Oh, you're not talking to her, right?
Anyway, good now. We back now. Linda. We want to fast forward. Definitely have to fast forward. Fast forward. You ended up having your own graphic company,
Yes,
still operational,
still operational.
right?
That's my main thing.
That's your main thing. But you've also gone into some creative action of yours that is now turned into full-blown business.
Yes.
Two of them are at least. Sabo, Sydney,
Savons and Lisi.
right? And
So and also the sauce and Lisi.
right. Let's
So
do
let's start with the first
that.
one. So sauce and Lisi means soaps and lucia in Creole. So the idea behind that is natural. Yeah, well, you actually got a little
I
gift
got
here
a little gift there. I'm about to dig
today.
into my Sabo CPC bag. Yeah, so yeah, hi.
That's one of them.
That's
So
one of them.
this is the Saint Lucia line of soaps. I
Mhm.
call it the Island Collection. So the idea behind it is it's a natural, sustainable product.
Ah,
Um, there's no waste. So this bag will degrade in nature within about 3 to 4 months.
right,
You unwrap it and you lather up, and you're going to use
right.
that bag as well to
That's your
exfoliate.
loaf.
Yes.
So like, you know.
But so that's the whole kind of vibe with the line that it's going to be a super natural. All the plastic used for the whole collection is recycled already.
Right. You started with the soap first
Yes, of course.
because of your children.
Yes,
Right.
right.
Okay. So the kids, you didn't want to
There
use
is
all
a
of this
story.
artificially infused things
Yes.
on the
So
kids.
so that's how I started because when I became a mother,
Yeah.
I realized how even the most sensitive supposedly products for babies and everything has a lot of
Mm.
bad stuff in
It
there.
is. These things.
So I started kind of, I get this voice talking to you, and I
Yeah.
always get a bit interested in it, but it kept coming back. You should do. Why don't you do? If you're not happy with what's out there, I should go and do something. So that's how I
Absolutely.
started. And I did some courses and classes and learned everything I could about it and got really into it. Soaps grew into scrubs and body
Oh,
oils
let me
and
tell you, we have a whole line here.
yep.
Don't play with me. All right. Don't play with
We're gonna go home and have a
I'm
spa
going
day.
to have a spa day
She
today.
won't be found
Definitely,
again.
definitely. Definitely. There we go. See? You guys see this? All right. One. That's the
That's the
facial
facial
oil.
oil.
Right. That's facial oil. There you go. And then that's a
That's
facial wash,
that's a
cleanser,
facial cleanser,
right? And this
body and
body
massage
massage
oil.
oil.
So I gave you the citrus and rosemary theme today.
Okay, awesome. Citrus. Oh, I love citrus, and I love rosemary. Let me.
You want me to do your back?
Yes, you can. Yep. Ooh, wow. Ooh,
Yeah. So you go home and try that out.
so terrible.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole idea, like a little home spa. So yeah, so this whole time now, I didn't know that I was gonna kind of go into all this. The plan was to stick, focus on the
Right.
soap,
Uh-huh.
but the response was good. So the hotels started to buy into it. It's in the hotel shops now.
Right.
Um, Also, obviously, locally, with local support from just private people.
Huh.
But the main market is the hotel shops.
Your things. And I'm seeing this for from my sampling of these. And I've been into this thing. I'm a certified esthetician.
Oh,
I have
very. You never
yes.
told me that.
I'm telling you now.
Will you
I
tell
didn't want you to know that I didn't know what I was talking about. The thing is, these are this the quality of these products are really high end. No,
me?
you went into this with totally just going on YouTube and looking at the thing. You would have to have had to have done some remarkable research or
Yeah,
have like a natural, command for these things.
yeah, no, I mean, I love natural products, so I'm
Okay.
almost it's like an
Obsession.
obsession. It's an obsession, and when that starts, there's no end to it.
Oh,
So I did the research. I went into, I think I learned everything that was out there that I could.
right.
And the nice thing in natural products is you can't really go too wrong because it's only natural, and we come from natural. So why are we using all this,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, manufactured stuff?
Right.
So I had a really good response then with it, and I just kept going with it. And the line is gonna keep expanding.
Right.
Uh,
And you learn what you needed to do, and then you throw that big load of passion in there.
yes,
And I
lots
think
of
that's what made the most difference in this.
and
The
what the
passion.
beautiful thing is when you can combine two of your passions. So
Yes.
my creative side, I can do all my branding myself and my labels, what this is supposed to look like.
Right.
So this is the dream.
Oh, and I think the nursing stuff that you did back then as well
Yeah,
also
well, the
plays a
love.
role.
That's where the
Yeah,
love comes
it plays a role
Yes.
because it's medical linked, and when you're making these products, knowing what medically knowing
Yeah, you
what
do it with
is you do
confidence.
it with confidence. So it's
Absolutely.
like the three worlds just merged
Yeah.
beautifully.
And also because a lot of hotels, they like customization. So they like to see their own logo on there
Yeah.
and the stamp in the soaps
Yeah.
and all these things. That's not a problem. So when they say, we love the product, but can you do it under our name? Not a problem. So yeah, we all work out together.
Oh,
So
I'm loving this.
yeah.
Right, and Savon Saint Lucie has been around for how long?
Well, I started it just before COVID. I think it was like 4 months before COVID.
Oh,
I just started to deal with hotels, and obviously there was no tourists all of a sudden, so it came to a little standstill. And as soon as all that was over, that's when it really started speeding up a little bit more. And all the hotels start buying into it. And
and at a good point now because we're talking expansion now. You're going into a totally new company in the mix of all of that. Being mom, being single mom at that,
yeah,
being having a business to run entrepreneur, being I don't, so much is going on, and then you decided, oh, Lason
Saint
Saint
Lucie.
Lucie.
So this is the
When was this one put in?
well,
That's the perfume.
yes. First of all, I'm going to say women can do this.
We
We
can,
can
we can.
because we have masters of multitasking.
Yes,
So you're giving me too much credit.
uh-huh.
So that was your little Cressy, and that's called Island Queen.
Right.
It goes with your personality.
Yes, it does. It
And
does.
it's kind of a bold fragrance.
Uh-huh.
When we get into that. But how
Right.
that started now, I mean, in the end of the day, mixing because I didn't want to mix the companies because Savon Saint Lucie is all natural.
Yes.
So that's why Le Son had to be its own company.
Yes.
Perfume is not natural at all. So it has alcohol and there's all these things in there. Um, but in the end of the day, mixing it. If it's essential oils, you mix essential oils to get the scent you want. In this case, it's perfume oils you're mixing with alcohol and all these things that goes in there.
Mm.
So it all goes hand to hand anyway, so to speak.
So when did the thought come? How did you decide? Okay, well, maybe I should try some perfumes
Well, I
now?
mean,
Or
a passion for perfumes.
Mhm.
I was brainstorming with some friends, talking about it, and with the passion for all this already, I was like, yeah, that could be it because there's not that much around. I
Yes.
mean, there's not that many. I don't think there is a proper perfume company around, to be honest. So I think that was a good business idea, and kind of with the niche of trying to capture the Caribbean in a bottle, uh, with all the tourists coming to the island, kind of bringing home the scent of St.
Yes.
Lucia.
Yes. Yes.
So that was the idea of it, because there's a lot of perfume. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
there's millions of perfumes in this
Overload.
world,
Mhm.
but kind of found your own little angle from the
Yes.
islands, tropical vibe.
Hmm.
So that was the
When you
idea.
started, which was the first scent you created?
The first scent, well, the launch was with six.
6 of them. Wow. Okay.
So I worked on three female and three male, just to have
Okay.
a little bit of presence when it's on the shelf.
Right.
One just looked a little bit too little.
Okay. Right.
So I was working on those simultaneously.
How
And that
long
was
did it
La
take you?
Belle.
How long did it take you to develop those scents?
Oh, it was big. I mean, we launched in February.
Mhm.
That's the first order came in February. But before that, it was at least 1.5 year of planning it all out and mixing and trying. You know, it's a jungle. I mean, it's a lot. So it was a process. It took quite a while,
Right.
but I think it came out right. Like sometimes you get one chance, so you want to get it right. Take some
Mhm.
time and just think about it.
Absolutely. When you were coming up with, well, you wanted to find the perfect blend, to capture the Caribbean sense. What was some of the first um
Yeah. So I mean, it's
scents that came
obviously
to mind?
florals,
Mhm.
green notes, aquatic notes, maybe a spice, you know,
Of
like
course.
like the culture. So all these things that you smell, and I mean, and it's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot. So just because it's like kind of a Caribbean theme to it, it can also pass as cosmopolitan. It's not like you walk around smelling like a piece of
Hibiscus.
hibiscus or
Yeah.
a lang lang. So
Yeah.
because not everybody want to smell like that. So that's
Right.
why
Right.
we went much broader than that.
Right. So you've merged the Caribbean scent with the
Yeah, a little bit
cosmopolitan scent.
cosmopolitan
Yeah.
vibe.
Oh, you found it,
Yeah. Thank you.
You listen, guys, listen, I had the privilege of sampling some of these scents. Well, all of them actually. I'm just running through our stable and we smell some coffee bean and go to the next one. And every time I think, well, all right, one gonna fall short. There was not, and there's 14 of them now.
Yes, 7 and 7.
7 and 7. 7 male, 7 female.
Yeah.
And they are all absolutely amazing. I sprayed this on my hand. You won't believe the Sunday I passed by your place. I sprayed this on my hand. I went home. What I be even noticed on your business? Wake up in the morning and I still had this.
Yes, it
It
lingers.
lingered, and it was just there, and it was so wonderful. And I'm like, wow, these things smell like the things that I was going to pay all that money for. Like
Well,
the quality, it stood the
yes.
test of time.
So it's the whole thing about it is it's called, so it's extrait de parfum, which
Uh-huh.
means, well, it's also called perfume because it's pure perfume.
Right.
Because you have eau de toilette, you have EDP, eau de parfum.
Oh,
So it all comes with different strengths of the perfume oil in it. So
okay.
normally,
Well, you teach me something. I
yes.
didn't know that. And listen, I saw you whatever. I saw, but the perfumes are the strongest one.
Yes, so instead of like where they normally are 15 to 20% perfume oil, this is real perfume, which is 40%.
Aye.
So that's why it will last, and a
Yes.
little goes a long way.
Oh,
And you leave a lasting impression on whoever you want.
exactly. And when you start forgetting, oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
This is this is magic.
Yeah.
And now you have 14 available, well, mostly at the hotels. But
Yes.
this is the holiday season, Linda.
Yes.
So my listeners or viewers might be saying they want to find you. Like, look, somebody done jump around. Does she have a site, a website?
I do. And I actually, if
She
you
does.
apologize, but I brought a list. I just want to mention to you
Sure.
all where you can find them.
Yes, please.
So obviously we have a website, so that's
Right.
laissonsentlici.com.
Mhm.
So you can find, that's more for international.
Mhm.
We do ship internationally.
Oh, this is some diaspora people in the US. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for everybody internationally, that can be bought online now.
Right. And Losson, it's spelled
LOSYON.
Right. Sent.
Scent, SENTLISI
Mhm. Right.
.com.
Go there.
Yeah, go there,
Go
check it
there.
out because it's
Absolutely.
lovely pictures too, and the descriptions
Absolutely.
of the perfume and everything you want to find, you can find there. Um, I also want to say, I mean, yeah, this is like an Oscars now, but
Yeah.
I just want to thank, all the hotels here,
Yeah.
especially Ladera, Tikai, Stonefield. They really supported this like products, perfumes from day one.
Okay.
So, but if you want to shop the perfume,
Yes, it is. It is
then
Creole.
it
Yes.
is Christmas coming. The duty-free shoppers, Baywalk Mall and in the airport at UNOR have it.
Mhm.
Uh, Petite Cadeau Boutique at Harbor Club. She has the whole full range. So
Nice.
that's very good for people up north.
Yes.
Ladera Resorts, Tropics Boutique, which is the boutiques at Landings, Le Sport, and Rendezvous.
Nice.
What else? East Winds have them.
Okay.
Pigeon Island Landmark. There's a boutique in Pigeon Island now. They
Okay.
sell all different variety of local crafts and arts and
Oh,
products.
nice.
We have Taste of St. Lucia and Point Seraphin. That's run by Exports St. Lucia.
Exports and Lucia.
TK Resort and Spa, Coconut Bay Resort. They're in Mountain and Chastney.
Right.
I think that's all.
Right. For now.
I hope I didn't forget anybody.
No, I hope
I
not.
apologize. But
You know, okay, so we can go into the duty free. The duty free. We have
yes,
it
so
duty free as well, isn't it?
in the Baywalk Shopping Mall at the airport.
Okay, very well. Okay, so there you go. So if you are interested, you
That's
want to get some because they are beautiful. Their packaging is amazing. I think this
yeah.
will be perfect gift ideas. You open for that, right? So
Absolutely.
open for gift ideas for the holiday season. So guys, this is something to consider. Um, but you know what? And rounding it all off, you guys need to just go to the website, check it out. And I cannot listen. There's so much. If I could have sent you all listen through the mic, I would have done that because that would have just. I didn't have. We would have nothing more to say because once you get it, you would be sold. It stands the test of time. I promise you that. So check it out. And I think me, I started to listen. There's absolutely no need for me now to get my perfumes anywhere else.
No,
Mall is where? Mall? This
it's duty-free shoppers
duty free shoppers at Paper Mall.
at Petite Cadeau in Harbor Club.
Right. Pick
North
them up in
Easy.
our club. So these are the north areas where you can pick them up. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So okay, everybody, listen, you guys. Honestly, this is going to be my go-to perfumes for now. I found my new scent. I'm very. Before that, I had like Victoria Flower Bomb.
Okay.
I used that alone, 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 alone. And now I'm thinking I am going to this. So how do you get? You're
The
gonna get
thing, perfume is about, it's not just a scent, it's like evoking memories.
yes,
Because,
yes,
my mother used to use Chanel number 5. Anybody that asks now, it brings me right back to Sweden, to my mother, to my childhood. So this is what perfumes are.
yes,
It's
yes.
not just a scent. It's so much more than that.
There's so much more, and you understand it. We have 2 minutes left, Linda. I'm gonna.
We should talk about you.
Oh, we
You're
will
more
let you.
interesting.
No, that's not true. Oh, so I'm gonna give you the opportunity. I mean, persons may be listening. I mean, what has been your journey like? I mean, people are hearing that. And they, oh, she's off. The brand of the perfume is
Le Sang
La
Saint Lucie.
Lucie, le perfume in Papa, really in Creole.
Yes.
So it's perfume Saint Lucia, right? And the Savon Saint Lucia, soap Saint Lucia. So that's just send out some words of inspiration, some encouragement. Let persons know, you have not had it made, but you made it.
Yes. I mean, I also want to. So, first of all, I think when we have this little voice in our head telling us to do things, sometimes doubt starts talking to us. It's like, oh, no, I don't think I'm ready to do this. But if it keeps coming back to you, just do it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't know where it's going to take you. And I think a lot of youngsters, especially because, it's hard to make up your mind what you're going to be doing. And sometimes you're like, I like this. What am I passionate about? But try it. Try it. If it keeps speaking to you, maybe there's a plan there,
There's a reason.
Yes. And I think listen to the right people and get support from the right people. People that will support you and not give you negatively. Exactly. So that's what I was saying. And also for people it doesn't have to be my products, but try to get more into natural products because we care about what we eat. But the body, the skin is the biggest living organism. Everything you put on there will go into your system. So that's my message for today. Try to look at labels, question, see what's in there, and make
Mm.
decisions based on that.
YON. I'm trying to write it here for them. SENT, said Lissy.
LOS,
Lissy.
yes,
LOSYON.
YON, sent,
SENTLISI.
SENTLISI.
All right,
Yeah.
so there you go. I'm sending listen, they bombarded us there, and I
And
like it.
Savon,
And
yeah.
Sabo said Lucy, Lucy.
It's the
So
same, just Savon is there.
yes. And there you go. So there you go, Martha. Big up to Martha Shelby. Big up to you as well. Spread the word, guys. This is perfect opportunity. You're in the process of getting gift items right now. I promise you, you can't go wrong. If you have not even made up your mind yet, what you're gonna give somebody, and there's one for the male and there's female
Yes,
as
the
well.
whole
So
range.
yeah,
And some is unisex, so they kind of, yeah,
yeah,
carry.
I love listen, Linda. It was such a pleasure having you.
Thank you
I'm
for
happy
having
you
me.
said yes. And we look forward to more in the future
Thank you.
because I mean what you're doing is innovative. It's much needed.
Yeah.
And I think, why not?
Why not?
Why not? Why can't we have our own line of perfume from the Caribbean that is just as
Why not?
top end? Why not?
I'm gonna copy that.
Why,
Why not?
why not? Definitely. Hi. So thank you again for joining me this morning. All the best for the season. And we look forward to more great stuff from you.
Thank you, and thanks for having me.
It was a pleasure. You're just a darling, that's all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Well, guys, that's our show for today. We are definitely going to be back again next Tuesday with another show. That's going to be our final one, like I said, for the year. So next Tuesday, we hope to have Tennille Clark. Um, and yeah, we're going to wrap up on that note. But again, thank you for our sponsors, the First National Bank, and those the courts. We really do appreciate you. Stay tuned for Hyper. He's next. I really thought I had something there, but it don't look that way. I thought I did. Anyways.